Hey, good morning. It's day 22,950 for me. 22,950 days I've been on this planet, and today is Sunday, the first Sunday of October in 2024. And I'm sitting here going to do a FaceTime call because I'm doing a sesh with my brother today. And I don't know if I'll actually be able to share it with you or not, but we'll see what happens. So I'm getting a bowl ready to share with him. It's this stuff from Hillcraft Farms, and it says here, family owned, brother run. And that's kind of what started this sesh. Is I sent him a picture of that. He said, that could be us. Want to do a sesh? And I said, sure, of course. So I gotta get on that call here in just a minute. And I thought I don't know if I'm going to come back and be able to talk to you. I don't know if I'm going to share the sesh with you as it is or what, but here we go. We're going to do this. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good.
I like the hair down. It looks great, man.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you're just, taking a break from the tour or something. It's awesome. All right, well, I finished that call with my brother, and it's getting a little warm out here, and I really need to go use the bathroom, so I'm not going to sit and talk very long here. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Pretty good. And I'm pretty sure Tommy's up, and I got to go take care of situations inside. So you and me, we're all going to get together in just a little bit, okay? Welcome back, my friends. It's a little bit later. It's like around the 16th hour, which you know what that means. That's right. It's about 4:20 time. So let's have a sesh. Let's finish this sesh for the Sunday. Yeah, I didn't record I didn't want to share the recording with my brother because honestly, it's personal shit. We talk about our parents, we talk about our kids, we talk about ourselves, stuff that neither one of us want the world to be privy to. I mean, I'm sure you understand that, right? But one of the things we touched on was how both our parents, but our dad in particular, has this propensity to not ask for help. And it occurred to me that that is a sign of emotional intelligence, the ability to ask for help. Hey, can you help me out? It maybe shows vulnerability. It maybe shows ignorance. It maybe shows a weakness in some people's eyes, not in mine. Personally, I think it's a point of strength. I think it's a point of intelligence. You know, um, to have the belief in yourself that you can admit I don't know everything is an excellent trait to have. You know, and vulnerability is a strength. Ultimately, it's people who are vulnerable, artists who are vulnerable, politicians who are vulnerable. In my friendship circles, it's the people who share those things about themselves that are make them vulnerable, that endear them to me. And I suspect that it's a mutual thing because no, I don't share every aching thing that I have with you guys. I mean, but sometimes I get to some pretty dark places when I get to thinking. Just today, Kelly and we took a ride up to Grass Valley, and the Beatles song "Now and Then" came on, and I made a mention how Paul McCartney is going to be. That's the Beatles song that came out last November, their first song in forever. And Kelly says, "Well, who's your now and then?" Like thinking of John Lennon. And I told her, well, Todd, my friend Todd, who died when we were 17, but Todd and I, we were born 3 days apart. We had a very similar upbringing. We shared a lot of really common things. We taught each other how to write and play music. We used to steal one of our parents' cars and go down to Halstead Street to the Kingston Mines when we were 12, 13 years old, just to hear the blues in the alley. I mean, he is that guy that I did these crazy, reckless adventures with. And and we shared so many secrets. I shared the pain and agony I had over my parents, and he shared his awful experience growing up with his dad, who an alcoholic, abusive, misogynist, just one of those guys. And it gave me a new respect for the man, despite the monster that he was to his son. I had a feeling of God, this is awful for him, and it endeared me to him, or him to me, in a way that I didn't imagine at 17. And I kind of stuck with that lesson throughout the whole of my life. I found that when people open up their soul to you, when they share their pain with you, they're saying a couple of different things. Of course, they're expressing their feelings, and that's the most important thing. But they're also showing that they trust you to hear it, that you won't betray them, that you will respect them in sharing their weaknesses, their sadness, their pain, their agony, their the confessions that they might have. It's something that brings people together. And I'm not saying we should all go out there and be vulnerable with each other, because there are people that would try to use that vulnerability against you, But I think that all in all, we all have these wounds inside. Sometimes they're outside of our bodies, but we're all hurt. We're all crippled inside. We're all, you know, bent by the experience of growing up in your family or growing up in this society or growing up in this country or growing old in this country or growing old in your family or this society. So all that stuff kind of warps your psyche. It all affects you. Some of it hurts. Some of it strips you naked and makes you feel so bare to the world. And then when you're able to share that with somebody that you're close to, it makes it easier. It makes you feel better. It makes them feel better. I know it makes me feel better when, somebody confides in me and tells me about how awful it was to lose their mother. That's emotional intelligence. Can you help me? Can you help me? In fact, here's a commercial. Can you help me? That little bit I just showed you, my little commercial, is me being vulnerable. I am working on this, vidIQ program that I'm working with, and one of the things that I have to do is name my channel, my brand, get that shit all together. I don't know if I can do it. My point is that working with the vidIQ thing, I have to come up with a name for this channel, and I came up with some pretty good ideas, and I need your help in deciding. So again, I'm asking, please, in the comments, vote for one of these names. There's 7 on the list, actually 6. The My Life book. Somebody told me there is a My Life book already, so maybe I'll have to just delete that one. But the point of the matter is, I need your help in picking a name. What do you think will work best for a channel like this one, where I talk about the importance of telling stories in your life, the importance of reaching out and asking for help, the importance of being vulnerable and the strength that you can find in it? What would you call this channel from the list that I've got here? Thank you for watching. Thank you for looking at my little commercial. I do need to go. I'm almost out here in the bowl, and my coffee is about gone, and it's still really hot out. So I'm going to go in and get some AC and kind of rest up a little bit. And I'm kind of like floundering out here. Blah, blah, floundering. I really, again, appreciate you watching. I appreciate your subscription. I appreciate if you have not subscribed yet, please do. Like I often tell everybody, take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. Be safe in here too, though. And keep your dauber up. Keep your neckband up too. I didn't know it was sliding off my neck. Nobody said nothing. All right. Take care, you guys. Bye.